themselves are huge. You know, we really want to immerse you in the universe. We really want to introduce a lot of characters to you, but that meant that the stories kept on getting bigger and bigger. You know, we're oftentimes kind of victims of our own creativity. You know, we really can't help ourselves in making these mammoth epic undertakings on our stories. So the next problem that we kind of learned was that the story mode itself demands 3 to 4 times as much as kind of our previous games. You know, we have all these in-game cinematics, we have all this new technology we have to develop, we really got to figure out how to integrate it with the missions themselves. You know, so that was kind of another big challenge. And to give you some examples of that, you know, like alternate missions. You know, this is kind of an example of Starcraft II mission flow. Now, all of you that are taking pictures, those are not the actual mission names. You know, we decided to go ahead and hide those and kind of do a different flow, but it kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to lay out a branching campaign. You know, to have a campaign like this where, depending on which branches you take and how far you go down, it really means that we have to add a lot more missions to each campaign to really make it interesting. You know, another example is the use of in-game cinematics. You know, the more that we developed our in-game cinematic technology and, you know, really seeing how cool they came out, you know, we really felt like there's a certain amount that we had to do to really deliver the stories at the scale that we want to deliver. And, of course, lots of characters means lots of development. You know, we really want to support each character with missions of their own. We really want to make sure that they have lots of dialogue and character arcs, and we really want to layer that story in there, you know, which is, again, very different than, let's say, a game like Warcraft III, where we keep you on that linear path and we introduce characters and take them away whenever we want as developers, and now we're really putting that more into the player's hands, so we really got to account for all those different possibilities. So, what should we do is what we started asking ourselves. Well, we came up with 3 options. Option A, we decided, was we could simplify the campaign, which is to kind of make the game much more linear, have less choice and less characters. Really, in a lot of ways, going back to what we did with Warcraft 3, but, you know, maybe adding some of the in-game cinematics, and, you know, but really just kind of doing a little evolutionary leap. You know, this is kind of the option which I call, you know, surrendering the white flag and giving up. So option B is make each campaign really epic, but release them each as a separate product. So with this one, the idea was, you know what? Let's just make it big. You know, let's make this thing totally huge. You know, make each campaign stand on its own. You know, not really make the campaigns have to rely on each other. Introduce tons of new characters. Make the universe really huge. This is the option which I kind of like to refer to as the go big or go home option. And then our last option is the compromise in the middle but delay the game greatly. So this is, you know, the option that we kind of do a little bit of everything, you know, not quite make it as big as we could, but try to deliver, you know, kind of somewhere in the middle, but it would have meant, you know, delaying the game quite a bit. So this is, you know, the option which is not really make anyone happy or anyone sad option. So we had to decide. So this could backfire on me greatly, but, you know, I'm going to go ahead and try it anyways. So how many of you guys want option A? How many of you guys want option B? Option C? Well, I'm here to announce the Starcraft II Trilogy.